Phyrexia All Will Be One has just been released. March of the Machine has just started spoiling, so why not let's announce another set. Commander Masters is on its way. We got some really early preview cards and some really early details. Let's take a look at these cards for Commander Masters coming out August of this year.
Highest level of gratitude to our patrons who power the channel through Patreon. Check out the Patreon link in the description to learn about monthly giveaways, VIP Discord access, and even our official playmat.
Hello and welcome to the day. I am Joel. Commander Masters is happening. Look at this. That's the Dragon. We've got a card for Dragon as well, but we have got a dedicated Commander Masters set finally happening. The entire meme, is it dead? Of every set being a Commander Master set? Who knows, because now we legitimately have one. August of 2023 is when this is coming out, and you gotta know that the biggest piece of this entire announcement is the reprint of Jeweled Lotus. We've got a Jeweled Lotus straight up base copy reprint right over there to the left. We got foil etched Jeweled Lotus right under me, and then in the middle we got a new treatment. Frame Break Borderless Jeweled Lotus. I gotta say, this card is gorgeous. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece by Alina Richards here. We've got the original Elena Danner art on the Jeweled Lotus. We'll get foils of these. Hopefully this means that the foils won't curl. Another shot at a Jeweled Lotus that won't get people calling you out because it looks like a Pringle inside the sleeves. We're gonna get that. Hooray! Taking a look at the chart for Commander Legends Jeweled Lotus. We got as low as $70 and we've been as high as $175. This card has been through a lot. It was a very memey card out of the gate, very hype card out of the gate. As you can see now, just over $100. You know, we were saying pick these up at 80s. People I think thought they were going to go down from that. They didn't. It's only been printed in Commander Legends. We also got the borderless version in Commander Legends, around $200 for that one. But now we're going to have 3 different versions at the very least. We also know that we're going to get textured foils in this set as well. And you have to imagine Jeweled Lotus is one of the prize pieces, one of the best mythics in this entire set. And so any special treatment version, we're going to get the Jeweled Lotus of that. So if we've got textured foils, which is pretty much confirmed, we're going to have a Jeweled Lotus textured foil. So that'll mean we'll have base copy foil, frame break borderless Jeweled Lotus base copy, foil etched Jeweled Lotus base copy. The frame break borderless Jeweled Lotus will probably also have a foil, and then that's probably the one as well that I would say will be in the textured foil. So just off my early estimation, off the very little information we were given today, we got 6 new versions of Jeweled Lotus hitting the market. Base copies are going to be available. You're going to see this card pop up in Commander a lot more, I think because of its availability and its price point. I also want to say that, you know, Jake and I have been calling a Mana Crypt reprint for a long time. It's due at this point. Could we see that in this set? This is where a lot of reprint speculation will fall for the rest of the year until we see it. Now we got to look back at Double Masters and say Double Masters 22 and say, okay, well, every single thing that we thought was going to be in there was not. Look at Baldur's Gate. That was a Commander Legends titled set. And here with Commander Masters, it looks like they're getting away from that naming convention, at least in the meantime. We're going to have mostly reprints in this set. I think that's probably why they called it Masters. We got mostly reprints coming at us. Blake said on Daily MTG today. And then the 4 Commander decks that are going to come with this set, which we're going to get to, those are going to have new cards in them. We were also shown the reprint of the Dragon. There in the middle is yet another new treatment coming at us for this set, and that's Profile Borderless. So a lot of famous commanders, Blake said, are going to have this profile, zoomed in look that we saw in Dominaria Remastered with Urza. We saw it with Yawgmoth. And so now we're going to have a lot more of these zoomed in profile picture looking takes on these commanders. Dragon is a very welcome reprint. The Dragon was first printed in Commander 2017, only printed in Commander 2017 outside of a secret layer that it got, which you'll probably recognize here. One of the very first secret layers ever released. This card is up to $85. That's insane. We've been as low as $323. Look at this in 2021. We were as low as like 15 bucks. And then it took off. Commander, I mean. Really, really took off. It was the best way to play over the pandemic. So you got a card that has just risen and risen and risen and will absolutely be one of the premier mythics in this set. This again is going to drive that price down, just how we did with the 6 versions of Jeweled Lotus. I would assume we're also going to have that here. Dragon base and foil, foil etched, profile borderless and foil, and probably the textured foil of that as well. We also were given a third preview card today, and that's Capture of Jingzhou. So we've got a card that has leaned completely on scarcity coming at us in this set as well. We've seen this before with these Portal 3 Kingdoms cards. This one's about $460, $408 market. This card is not going to have that same price after it releases. We've seen this happen multiple times, and Jake and I will break down this phenomena of these Portal 3 Kingdoms cards from way back in the day, only leaning on scarcity. Look at this print. We've got a Judge promo, and we've got the original version. That's it. Judge promo around $206, original around $400. This will absolutely tank in price. We saw it with Imperial Seal. We saw it with Grim Tutor. We know that these kinds of things are going to be driven down in price because Capture is just a redundancy card. Not a lot of people are like, oh, I specifically need Capture to have my extra turn deck work. No, it's just redundancy, and it's an additional one. And now it'll be more readily available. We see the regular and the foil etched versions of those. So we've also got pre-constructed decks. Let's look at the first two, what we know about them anyway. Eldrazi Unbound, which is a fully colorless deck. We're going to get new cards in these. Blake confirmed that. We're going to get new cards in these pre-cons for Commander Masters. Eldrazi Unbound colorless, very much looking forward to that. Colorless is kind of a difficult archetype overall, so some support cards for that would be pretty sweet. We also got white, black, green Enduring Enchantments. Kind of an interesting take there. Adding black into an enchantment deck, that's a color in that archetype that has needed some support. Planeswalker Party is our white, blue, red. I think that a lot of people are excited about the potential of this character here. I have no idea who he is. Let me know in the comments what this is, who this is, and why people are excited about the potential of this being a character now. And then the 5-color deck, kind of crazy, Sliver Swarm. A lot of reprints probably going to be in this one of slivers that we need reprints of. We probably will also see new slivers in this as well, and that will be the only place that these are found. It's kind of interesting to me that we've got March the Machine delivering us 5 commander decks. We've got Commander Masters delivering us 4 commander decks. So we've got a lot of new precons coming at us this year. Past that, we saw our packaging for this, so we can speculate wildly over what we're seeing on the packaging here. I see an angel down there that looks pretty familiar. Obviously, we got the key art from the Dragon there. That's pretty sweet. 3-headed dinosaur? Wonder who that could be. This is going to be a great place to reprint cards that have no other place to reprint. We're going to get our first big look at this on May 16th. It's going to be preview eventing July 28th through 30, and then our tabletop launch is August 4th. There are cards that specifically say the word Commander on them. Deflecting Swat, Fierce Guardianship, Deadly Rollick, Jessica's Will, which has gotten some reprints, Jeweled Lotus, obviously, but this is the place where these can be reprinted. You're going to see cards with the word Commander on them in this set. Finally, this is where they can be reprinted. It's very difficult to reprint them in other places because a lot of other places, unless it's like a pre-con or a secret layer and they're selling us straight to our pocket, we have got to have a draftable experience with these sets. And so they can't put cards in there that say Commander on them. So I would specifically be looking for these cards to get reprints and possibly, you know, check what I've got in my Commander binder that I may not be playing with right now, possibly want to flip because we might see a reprint of it later this year. That's all speculation though, and nothing on this channel is financial advice. Specifically, I'd be looking out for these 3 cards: Deflecting Swap, Fierce Guardianship, and Deadly Rollick. These have not gotten a reprint and are very widely played. Probably also a Chroma's Will, But these three cards in particular, Deflecting Swap, Fierce Guardianship, and Deadly Rollick, are cards that we've talked about for a while, needing a reprint. We just put them in a video. I don't even think that video's come out yet. And now I'm speculating the set that they probably will be in. These have to be in that set. They just have to. That's what we know so far about Commander Masters. Let me know in the comments what wild speculation you've got for this or any details that have come out that I missed in this video. I want to talk about those down below as well. If you want to see all of the coverage of what we've seen for March of the Machine so far, that is available right here.